Doing the drills and working the wheel where you're grinding at. You know what it be. Playing this here for the keeps. Had to make off with a feast. A family to feed. Third cold where the trophy should be. EA got me in the game now. Breed on with the gang now. They're here with a lane now. My home second with a rain now. Legendary on the field. Kinda drip is a skill. This the highest cruiser bill. Ain't nothing just the hill.
Tonight, from FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland, it's time for Monday Night Football on EA Sports. The Washington football team taking on the New York Giants.
Well, we've had spotty showers since about 7 a.m. here in D.C., and the radar indicates it's going to continue, but nothing to stop football from happening at FedEx Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Washington football team. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Washington team as they interplay here. They've got to be pleased with the start to this season. Obviously, a perfect 3-0.
3 good quality wins, too. It's got people in the locker room excited. They're thinking that this could be their year.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Giants, they come in 0-3 and in desperate need of a win.
And as a team, you start to feel a little bit snake pit. They need something good to happen right now so they know it's not just them. They think they have the makings of a good team.
Versus 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in Week 4. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The former number 6 overall pick of 2019, Daniel Jones, trots out to lead this New York Giants offense.
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know what...
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Number 38, the ball carrier.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington.
Touchdown.
From 3 yards out. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Or maybe that'll help him settle back into a groove after the interception on the first drive here, picking up the first to start drive number 2.
And it is just starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your mind. Don't worry about what happened before, because over the course of a game, the good players, things turn out pretty well for them, and that's what he's trying to do here.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
From the gun, Jones. That's complete to his running back, Dawkins. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen, and I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle? That was Merlin Olsen-esque there.
I just perked up when you said Merlin Olsen.
Yeah, a lot of people said, hey, that's too much, too far, and maybe it is early, but I think this guy has a chance of fulfilling that.
2nd and 11 now. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A gain there of 21 yards.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's got this down to the 35. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man of the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Number 38.
He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants 16.
1st and 10 at the 16.
They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. On first down, Ward. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This to McLaurin out on the left side.
The pass.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He may try and run for this. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down and inside the 5-yard line.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. And nothing special there. They show they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight ahead power, and they got it done.
Now for the point after. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Giants take over 1st and 10. At their own 26-yard line.
The focus shifts back to Daniel Jones and company. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
And it's 3rd.
From the gun on third down. Jones. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Jonathan Allen in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to fourth down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. Time again to see Terry McLaurin and the Washington offense. There's a lot of talk in training camp about him getting off to a hot start this year, saying that they needed that. Well, he's done it through the first month.
It kind of reminds me of one of those great musical groups where one person has their name out front, then they have the backups, right? He's the guy out front because the backups, they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, but we're going to the headliner each and every time. And that's not easily done because, you know, all the defenses are kicking towards him right now. That means he's fighting his way through traffic, finding ways to get open, even when he's not supposed to be.
Flush to it, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
The quarterback sacked.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 7.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That one is slant to McLaurin. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
4 yards.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
At the 28-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he stopped immediately there. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Finding his target, it's Ward. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants 16. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass and they get 12 yards out of it. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another first down, almost back to the drawing board.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Not much there, only a yard.
To number 38. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9. at the 15-yard line.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Giants nothing.
Still 9 remaining on second down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves him needing a conversion here on third and a tough 9.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
So on 4th down, Ron Rivera sends out the field goal unit. And his kick here is good.
The field goal is good.
And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0.
17. Giants nothing.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Jones now to throw on 3rd down. He'll get that complete to Alberto. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Here's Sterling Hoffrichter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far, here in the 2nd quarter. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And to give this time to the tailback. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Washington on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. He'll get this to Ward. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? Third down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
So on fourth down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
Take over first
and it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator, actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as this season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end.
Jones pass.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
It's a gain of 6. And
they'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe.
At the 7-yard line.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. They'll set up a throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
2nd and 6.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's complete to Ward. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down.
He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
That's good for a Washington.
10 yards there, good for a Washington first down.
9-yard line.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
They'll run on first down. It's Ward.
Number 38.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brought him down. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Now back to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give them 5 on the return. Saquon Barkley and the Giants offense set to kick off their next drive. He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying. The defense has done a nice job against him today. When it's all said and done, it's all about the guy in the mirror. He has to get it done better going forward.
See if he can look and do some soul searching now. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
28-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and
now a toss right to Barkley. He'll have a 1st down past the 40, and he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Throwing Jones. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
A gain of 12.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Saquon.
And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line.
The 38-yard line.
From the 38, Jones. That's complete. Okuebunam. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. The Giants on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. This one caught by Ridley. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a 1st down on the play. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Jones. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
It's a gain of
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
gain of 4. And
operating from the gun, Jones. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown.
Jones pass.
A 16-yard touchdown. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And it's 17-7. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. On the return, here's Hall. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Steps away.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. On the move to his left. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
The quarterback.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 12-yard line.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout,
as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
and this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
Touchdown.
A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And Washington going to add on to their lead.
You got it figured out by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So that lines up a 7-play drive all told. And the result, a touchdown for Washington.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1.
And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started over at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Baker Mayfield, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. Next, we head off to check out another game. And things didn't go so well, as it was the visiting Raiders who come in and grab the victory. Josh Jacobs leading the charge on the ground. Finally, let's get up to the place they call Titletown, Green Bay, Wisconsin, to see what's happening with the Packers. And they were winners in that one as they take care of the visiting Chicago Bears. 35-24, the final score. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And this carries into the end zone. And Hall not going to bring this one out. So here is Washington now to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
He's taken down at the 30.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And a quick throw here, that's complete.
That's good.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Back to throw now on first down. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
2nd and 11.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Ward, and he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
On first down, Ward. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 yards the pickup, first down Washington.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Terry McLaurin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And the lead is now 24. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays.
And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter.
And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. 2nd down now. They got the ball to the outer third of the field, but they could not seal that edge and lost yardage.
And I love how you brought that up because sealing the edge is often a function of the offensive tackle on the line of scrimmage, oftentimes a tight end, maybe your H-back, someone to set the edge at the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to get to. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner.
Again, it's Barkley. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
And that will be incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And the Giants send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. A 40-yard punt, no return.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the third quarter. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. And he'll give it here to his running back. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35. So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd.
They'll set up to throw. Rolling to his right. He can run for it, and he will.
That's good for Washington.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big time play.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They'll try the left side. It's Ward, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and...
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Number 89. A 2-yard pickup.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He may try and run for this. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete.
The pass.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. And he will find his man on the end route, complete.
That's another.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. Back to throw again. Out to his left. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and...
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This to McLaurin out on the left side. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no wind. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
Complete to Saquon.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
3rd down. And 2 yards.
Here's Jones on 3rd and 2. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 13 yards, good for a Giant 1st down.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll try the jet sweep here. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
He'll get that complete to Alberto. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
A 5-yard pickup on the play.
Jones on 3rd down. Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off at the 18. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead. But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true. Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete.
Complete to number 40. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He can run for it, and he will. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
Now, this is a feeling I can relate to all too well. Deflation on 3rd and short. Excellent coverage, took away all the short routes, but the one person who wasn't accounted for, the quarterback, and he used his legs to hot-foot it for a 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Ward. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
I think this is where you have to have the term situational football in your head, because this game is pretty much in the palm of your hand, and the one thing you can't afford to do, turn the ball over. Now you've given the patient a little bit of a heartbeat, haven't you? And now they're feeling it, and they're back in this game.
Yeah, still a little bit of a lead, but that makes things more interesting. We're still just in the third quarter here. Seibert on for the PAT. And the lead is down to 20. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will make it into the end zone. And Hall not going to bring this one out.
At their own 25.
Now we get another look at Washington on offense. And now you've got the